Yo, what's going on, guys? Crispy Flakes here. I have officially seen it all, heard it all, man. Every single thing. There is talks that LeBron James is interested in the Golden State Warriors during the 2018-2019 NBA offseason. So I really had a lot of information to get off my chest, a lot of thoughts going through my mind. I have gathered my thoughts, and by that I mean they're just like in my mind right now. I'm not written anything down, guys. This is like my pure raw emotion on this. But I really do have to explain how this situation does not make LeBron James a snake. But don't get me wrong, I'm not defending the man whatsoever. I've already deemed him the new nickname, the Parasite, and I'm going to explain that to me as go through the simulation right here. But I definitely don't think it's a snake situation, as is with Kevin Durant, for a few different reasons. And I think really the best analogy I can put into this is like, you know, one day you might have walking pneumonia, and like the next week you're gonna have like this severe flu that like has you in the hospital. Both are horrible things, but different reasons, different symptoms out there. So first, what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you the type of team that I think this team would be if LeBron James were to join the Golden State Warriors. We are going to simulate an entire season, assuming this would happen, and that's where I'm really going to talk about like the meat of the video, so stay tuned for that. So what would need to happen for this to happen, guys, is basically like, you know, LeBron James, Steph Curry, Kevin Durant, Draymond Green has his contract. The team would need to trade Klay Thompson away, and probably Andre Iguodala, maybe even Sean Livingston. I kept him on the team here, but for $8 million. I don't know what the cap situation is exactly like. And then the rest of the team would just be like, you know, players that are signed to minimum contracts and stuff like that. So you know, put on a few shooters out here, a few just okay guys out there that would sign for pretty cheap money. And what I actually did is I did like a sign and trade type of thing, which I think would actually make both like a lot of sense for both teams if it were to go down like this. A sign and trade of LeBron James to the Golden State Warriors, to the Cleveland Cavaliers in exchange for Klay Thompson and also Andre Iguodala. The reason I like this trade a lot for both teams is, for one, you know, Klay Thompson, Kevin Love, Isaiah Thomas, that is actually a nice trio right there in the Eastern Conference. Isaiah Thomas has already proved he can lead a team going back to his Boston Celtics day. You have Klay Thompson, who would actually probably be the #1 option on that team. Not to mention, Klay Thompson is actually like best friends with Kevin Love. So, I mean, you got that going there for you. And they also have that draft pick. You know, I would like to see go towards like Marvin Bagley, but Luka Doncic would also make sense too. I mean, he's supposed to be like a big name out of this draft. So have him at small forward, he's 6'8". And all of a sudden, guys, the Cleveland Cavaliers are still in a pretty good situation, while the Golden State Warriors get like the freaking super team. I cannot stress super enough. Golden State Warriors with LeBron James, Stephen Curry, Kevin Durant, Draymond Green, and they also have Jordan Bell, who is still on his rookie contract, so that'd be nice for him. But the lineup that I would kind of envision, because like it would not be a traditional lineup, I was kind of considering putting Draymond Green at the center position, but I really just didn't think it made much sense. LeBron James would definitely be handling the basketball the bulk of the time, like him or Stephen Curry. Curry, like, while he would have the ball in his hands a lot, would still kind of play like a shooting guard out there. You got Kevin Durant, who would stay at small forward, Draymond Green at power forward. His stats would go down like crazy because he does, you know, make a lot of like the passes out there that LeBron James kind of makes for his team. And then you got Jordan Bell at center, who is 6'9". You know, he's got strength out there and stuff like that. And the bench unit is pretty decent. So let's talk about why this is not really a snake situation as opposed to Kevin Durant. So I think with Kevin Durant, the important thing to realize is that when he was on the OKC Thunder, he really made it sound out that he was going to win that team a championship ring. Of course, he blew the 3-1 lead, ended up joining the Golden State Warriors, and just totally, he just totally left the team, guys. He just left the OKC Thunder. Nobody really expected it whatsoever. Yo, let me sign a few players right here. I don't know why it's asking me to do this, but yo, who want to sign up for? Who wants to join the super team? Yo, Mario Hezonja, come on down, man. Oh, I don't got no money, man. How am I supposed to? Oh, okay, he wants $8 million. All right, Joe Harris, step up, man. He's a good three-point shooter, so maybe it makes some sort of sense. We'll just do this real quick here. All right, hopefully that's enough to get this going here. But yeah, so with LeBron James's case, you know, it's like he did bring Cleveland a championship, and I will say once upon a time, when he was on the Cleveland Cavaliers, the Miami Heat, I thought he was bitch-ass LeBron, guys, because he promised Cleveland a ring, and he went to Miami Heat. Of course, he ultimately did come back and win the team the ring, so therefore he does not really owe them anything. He does not really like have any like promises to fulfill at all. But as I was saying earlier, the reason I would deem him the Parasite is because he would literally be like leeching onto a really great team as a way to win championship rings and chase Michael Jordan. Let me just say straight up, LeBron James, if you are watching this video, I know you're not, but if you were, if you join the Golden State Warriors, there is no conversation with you and Michael Jordan anymore, guys. I mean, I know a lot of people will say that there already is not a conversation, but it will be official, man, stamped, sealed, freaking delivered to the bitch-ass mailman. it's over. Michael Jordan would still be the GOAT, because you cannot just, you can't do that. You cannot join a team like that, win the rings, and have it matter, because, you know, 20, 30, 40, 50 years from now, please believe, man, that, you know, old man Crispy talking to the great-great-grandchildren say, yeah, once upon a time, they're my, yeah, LeBron James going to join the Super Durant team, and I'm gonna be pissed, man. I'm gonna be saying my grandchildren, I'm gonna be teaching them to say bitch ass. It's gonna be mean and stuff, but it's how it's gotta be. He will be known as bitch ass LeBron, guys. So it's definitely not a video to say that he's, you know, not something. I just don't think it's a snake, because for me, the snake is the whole loyalty thing, and I don't really think he needs to be loyal to the Cavaliers anymore, because he did bring them a ring. Now, he did go on record to say already, which kind of gives like a little bit of evidence that he's kind of really considering this big time. He said that when Blake Griffin was sent to the Detroit Pistons, he summed it up saying that if a player chooses to leave a team, they are deemed a snake. If a player is traded away, well, then it's just business, which is true to a lot of extent there, guys. But at the same time, like, Durant's been called a snake, and you know, I don't really consider Kyrie Irving a snake, because he also helped that team, the Cavaliers, win a championship ring out there. He wanted to be his own man out there too, and kind of do his own thing. So I don't even consider Kyrie Irving a snake. Now, what Kevin Durant did, you know, we all know that situation. I mean, yes, no doubt, he is a snake for it. LeBron James, a parasite. He's leeching on to the Golden State Warriors as a means to win rings. And it's not even the case of like let's say freaking Vince Carr decided to come back for a year, or Dirk Nowitzki. At that point, those guys are, you know, 40 plus years of age, and it's like, okay, they're going for a championship ring. I don't, Vince Carr never had one. It's like he's definitely tried to win rings, where LeBron James is still more than capable of being the man on a team, right? So that's why I say it's a parasite, guys. But yeah, man, you look at this record, 68-13. Now the Houston Rockets, I definitely think they would be in play for a guy like maybe a Paul George or somebody like that. Thunder would still make some moves out there too. So while this team would be dominant, it still does come down to chemistry a little bit too, just because I was saying earlier on my Twitter account at CrispyFlakes2K that Anthony Davis and Boogie Cousins are the best power forward and center of the NBA, but that team's not like amazing. Yeah, they were good like when Boogie's was healthy and everything. Yeah, they were like a 5th seed, but at the same time though, like, you know, they don't have the supporting cast that LeBron James and Kevin Durant would be, because the quote-unquote supporting cast would be Stephen Curry and Draymond Green. You can't even call them support players. Those are superstars. Simulate through date though against the Kings right here. So yeah, man, 69 wins. That makes perfect sense, man. 69 wins, you fucking over the rest of the NBA, right? But yeah, so Russell Westbrook still getting MVP, which does make sense. I think he would go full savage mode. Trae Young, Rookie of the Year. Yeah, I would actually love Trae Young to go to the Cavaliers too. That would just be crazy to watch if LeBron James were to leave that team. But yeah, there's all the awards right there, man. So we got LeBron James and Kevin Durant both getting All-NBA first team, All-NBA second looking like this, and All-NBA third like this. So this is something to note. Usually on this game, Kyrie Irving gets MVP or at least All-NBA first team. He's not on any of the NBA teams. So I'm really curious what his stats are looking like. We still have Draymond Green getting in the all-defense team, which does make sense. His job would basically be to be like the greatest 3-and-D player in NBA history. I think going into the offseason, if this were to happen, he would need to, you know, like really greatly improve his three-point shot, just be a corner three-point shooting guy, but on defense, just full on savage mode, like I'm gonna lock you down and stuff. Although I would love to see him throw an alley-oop to LeBron James. That'd be crazy. Y'all think Draymond would give up his number 23 to LeBron? I'm gonna say probably not. All right, player stats on the season. So Stephen Curry actually did still lead the team in scoring at 26 points. Got himself 7-8 assists at shooting guard position. Like I was saying, he would still handle the ball a lot. We got Kevin Durant 25 points, getting 6 rebounds and 6 assists, while LeBron James dropping a nice 23 points and 10 rebounds and about 9 assists out there too, which I think makes sense. I think LeBron James would love, you know, having that pressure off him of needing like drop, 30, 40 points every single game. Draymond Green, his scoring was still, that looks like maybe a career high for him in scoring. Okay, so going back to the 2016 season, yeah, it's near his career high at least, and also still got 8 assists out there. The freaking ball movement on this team is absolutely crazy. You got Jordan Bell getting the 11 points, 8 rebounds, averaging over a block a game, and 4 assists himself as the starting center. And then the bench, knock down some threes. We got Tony Allen out there for some defense at times, because you would assume that like one of like the big three right here would always be on the court. Like Steve Kerr would have that worked out coaching wise. Okay, but we do have NBA playoffs, so we have Golden State versus Lonzo Ball and the Los Angeles Lakers. Yo, man, Lakers would be so mad. I know they really want LeBron. Simulate current round here, and all right, got the Lakers 4-0. Closeout game look like this. They also got Marvin Bagley on the team. I don't know how that worked out because I don't think the Lakers actually have a draft pick. But yeah, 25 points. Oh my God, yo, LeBron James with the crazy triple-double. at the point guard position, playing 41 minutes. Dropped 15 points, 15 rebounds, and 16 assists. All right, now we got Timberwolves. Similar current round here. Got them 4 games. Yeah, man, it's going to be a sweep all across the board here, man. 24, 5, and 10 for LeBron, 22 for Stephen Curry, 18, 7, and 13 assists for for Draymond Green, and 20 points for Kevin Durant. Now we actually do have the Pelicans, who I believe have Anthony Davis and DeMarcus Cousins. See what kind of havoc, you know, that two-headed monster can do to the Golden State Warriors. Probably not much. And, okay, got them 4 games to 1. We got 25 for Anthony Davis out there, 26, 3, and 10 for Stephen Curry, 24 for KD, and 21 and 8 for LeBron James. Oh, yo, this would actually be a lit matchup, guys. Boston Celtics with Kyrie Irving, Gordon Hayward back against the Golden State Warriors. This is the finals I would definitely want, man. Just seeing LeBron go against Kyrie again, oh my God, that'd be awesome. Although at the same time, the Cavaliers can make it. They didn't make it to the Eastern Conference, but I think is something they totally could do with their team. Actually, before we simulate that right there, I do want to see the Cavaliers stats. I want to see, you know, who balled out for them. So yeah, Isaiah Thomas, 26 points, 6 assists. He could definitely do that as the main guy. You got Klay Thompson dropping to 21 points. I think he would be closer to about 24, 25 points per game. Kevin Love doing his thing out there. You got Doncic, who's still balling as a rookie. But here we go. Celtics, Warriors. Simulate current rounds. And the Golden State Warriors win 4 games to 1. LeBron James getting that Finals MVP at 29 points, 10 rebounds, and 8 assists. So I know regardless of me making this video, oh my God, y'all see that close? Oh, damn, LeBron. I know regardless of me making this video, people are going to say like, no, LeBron's a snake. Snake is definitely not the term, guys. Parasite is what I'm going to say. So yes, LeBron the parasite, KD the snake. Pretty soon we got the whole freaking zoo out there. Thank you all so much for watching. We also got freaking Donkey Draymond. Yeah, thank you all so much for watching, and peace out, my friends.